By the late 9th century, England was close to collapse. Viking armies from Denmark had swept across the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms of England one by one. Northumbria had fallen, East Anglia had fallen, Mercia had broken apart, and with that, only one kingdom remained free from Viking control, Wessex. In the year 1871, Alfred became king in the middle of this crisis. But within only a few years, the Viking leader, Guthrum, drove Alfred from his kingdom almost entirely. In the winter of 878, Alfred fled into the marshes of Somerset, hiding at Athelney, deep within the wetlands. For a moment, it seemed like Anglo-Saxons were finished, and even England itself might disappear. But Alfred was different from many of the warrior leaders of his age. He was not only a military leader, he was a writer and a thinker. At a time of war and collapse, Alfred promoted learning, translated important Latin works into Old English, and increasingly encouraged a shared English identity, which was united against the Viking invaders. As winter turned to spring, messengers moved quietly across Wessex, calling men to arms. Alfred emerged from the marshes and marched against Guthrum at the Battle of Edington. The fighting was brutal, but by the end of the battle, the Viking advance had been stopped. Wessex had survived. So the peace that followed essentially divided England between Anglo-Saxon and Viking control, creating Danelaw. But Alfred, like many other nobles at the time, understood that survival in this sense was not enough. So he built fortified towns known as boroughs. He reorganized the military, strengthened naval defense, and promoted education across his kingdom. Crucially, he ordered books and laws to now be written in Old English, not Latin, so the people within his kingdom could understand them. So essentially, Alfred didn't just simply defend Wessex from invasion. He began creating the political idea of England itself, a united England, a national identity almost. And although England would not be fully unified in his lifetime, that idea and seed that he planted meant that his future descendants was able eventually to unite England into a single kingdom. That is Alfred's legacy, and that is why history remembers him as Alfred the Great. But before that,